Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Labour Ministry is working towards developing a vision for 2047. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio says making Nagaland Staff Selection Board functional is a red-letter day for the state and fulfills dream of the people. President Droupadi Murmu encourages young bureaucrats to work with passion and pride. And Supreme Court agrees to hear a petition challenging the remission of 11 convicts in 2002 Bilkis Bano gang rape case. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that India's labour force will play a vital role in fulfilling the nation's dream. Addressing the National Conference of Labour Ministers of all states and union territories today via video conferencing, the Prime Minister said the Labour Ministry is working towards developing a vision for 2047 which includes flexible workplaces and work hours, work-from-home ecosystems and working conditions conducive for women. Regarding objective of the conference, the Prime Minister said the deliberations and decisions taken at the National Labour Conference will empower the labour of the country. The conference is being convened in the spirit of cooperative federalism to discuss various significant labour-related issues. It will help create further synergy amongst the centre and state governments in formulating better policies and ensuring effective implementation of schemes for the welfare of workers. The conference will have 4 thematic sessions. These include integrating e-Shram portal for onboarding social security schemes to universalize social protection and Swasthya Se Samriti for improving medical care through ESI hospitals. Framing of rules under 4 labour codes as well as Vision Shramev Jayate at 2047 are the other 2 themes. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio today inaugurated the Nagaland Staff Selection Board NSSP office at Kohima. He also launched the NSSP official website developed by the IT department. Speaking at the event, Rio said it is a red-letter day that the NSSP has become functional, fulfilling the dream of the people of the state. He said the NSSP has been a demand of the people, particularly the student community, and said that it goes very well with his party's manifesto, which emphasized on meritocracy. Rio noted that the Chief Secretary Committee Selection Board has scrutinized and selected a board chairman and controller. The Chief Minister said the team has a huge responsibility as the people, especially educated youths seeking employment in the government sector, have lots of expectations. Rio remarked that NSSP is an important institution and being a first setup has responsibilities and will face struggles and criticisms. Further, the Chief Minister exhorted the NSSP to provide just and fair opportunity to all candidates and conduct examinations and interviews in the shortest possible time to avoid public criticism and fulfill the needs of various departments on time. Delivering a short speech, Chief Secretary J. Alam said, NSSP is a pioneering institution which is in its initial stage and needs to be nurtured. For that, it has a team of committed people. He said selection of candidates becomes an issue due to a large number of candidates, and with a constitutional obligation, equal job opportunities are to be provided, which the NSSP will be fulfilling. Alam also said, while the government has done its best in providing all necessary infrastructure and workforce, the NSSP will very soon have its own office premises. Chairman NSSP Seteviko Kro, in his introductory note, acknowledged that our youth are anxious with the board on advertisement of various posts. Kro said NSF was apprised that they will come up with advertisement by the end of August or September. Secretary-cum-Controller NSSP P. Hentok Pukchem said with formal inauguration of NSSP office, they plan to advertise the various posts for recruitment very soon. NSSP was notified on 31st July 2020, but the board came into effect only with the appointment of the chairman on 16th of February 2022. The board is led by the chairman, member along with 14 other officers and staff. President Droupadi Murmu has exhorted young bureaucrats to work with passion and pride to ensure that India of 2047 will be much more prosperous, stronger and happier. The president was addressing a group of 175 IAS officers of 2020 batch at Droupadi Bhavan today. Addressing the officers, the president said that as civil servants, they have an important role to play in the emergence of India as a global hub of knowledge, supply chain, innovation, technology development, and various other fields. She said that for shaping India of 2047, the bureaucracy has to work with a modern and service-oriented mindset. She noted that Mission Karma Yogi is a major initiative to make civil servants more modern, dynamic and sensitive in their approach. The president added that India has to strengthen the leadership position it has taken in the areas of socially inclusive and environmentally sustainable development. Murmu said that civil servants should be guided by dedication to public service, empathy and compassion towards the weaker sections, maintaining higher standards of integrity and conduct and impartiality and objectivity. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. The Supreme Court today agreed to hear a petition challenging the remission of 11 convicts in the 2002 Bilkis Bano gang rape case. The Apex Court issued notice to the Gujarat government and the centre on a plea challenging remission to the convicts who were released on 15th of August. The top court asked petitioners to implead the convicts as parties in the matter. The 11 convicts who had been sentenced to life imprisonment were released under the 1992 remission policy of the Gujarat government. Longling Deputy Commissioner Dharamraj said that senior citizens are the source of wisdom and knowledge in the social fabric, and that history, culture and identity are inherited from the ancestors of senior citizens. He said this while inaugurating the Senior Citizens' Home in Longling yesterday. The DC also called youths to respect and honor elders and added that the action of today will reflect back to when they become old. He further highlighted the policies of the government and facilities provided for the welfare of senior citizens and urged them to avail opportunities. CDBO's Social Welfare Department, T. Longlang Kukchpan, informed that out of 1,450 beneficiaries under National Social Assistance Program in the district, around 200 beneficiaries are yet to receive pension for the year 2021-22. In this regard, he asked the DC to advise the banks and post office to provide special provision for senior citizens to enable them to open their accounts and avail the pension payment. The home is sponsored by Good Samaritan Women's Society. Additional Secretary Home Department and member of POM Literature Board, M. Shayung Pom, released the Anglo-Pom Dictionary in Kohima today. Pom said that the dictionary will encourage younger generation to understand and preserve Pom dialect, which is diminishing presently. He emphasized that publication of such books will promote Naga culture and heritage and guide new learners and keep people engaged in Pom language. Art and Culture Secretary Etel O. Lotha remarked that the dictionary is an outcome of the Ministry of Tribal Affairs program Support to Tribal Research Institutes. She said the aim of the project was to document current status of the language. The book is published by the Department of Art and Culture. It is available for sale at the department's bookstall. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Labour Ministry is working towards developing a vision for 2047. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio says making Nagaland Staff Selection Board functional is a red-letter day for the state and fulfills the dream of the people. President Droupadi Murmu encourages young bureaucrats to work with passion and pride. And Supreme Court agrees to hear a petition challenging the remission of 11 convicts in the 2002 Bilkis Bano gang rape case. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.